This is all we know about the Esil update. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming to you today with the update news for Esil. So guys, the KR live stream just dropped by and we have the update news. Shout out Solo Rise Global News, and as always for the translations on this, but we're gonna get this on screen because honestly there's a few things we'd love to talk about right now. So let's talk about it. There's honestly also 4 new redeem codes, so make sure you redeem each and every one of these. These are honestly insane codes. They're in the pinned comment section or in the description, so eat on those really quickly. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about the live stream, but before we do, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. As always, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Now let's go ahead and get this on screen, starting with the news. Honestly, there's a bunch of things to talk about in this update, a lot of quality of life and a lot of great features upcoming. The first great feature to talk about is the batch level up system. So we're gonna be able to level up all our hunters at once. Now if all your hunters are level 100, you definitely could have utilized this maybe an update ago, but for everybody else, if you guys have lower level hunters, let's say all level 97, and you want to level them all up to level 98, that'll be the first quality of life thing coming into the game. Still a great update and definitely can be useful in the future when new levels do a rise. Now let's go ahead and get into the update. Obviously the first redeem code already in the comment section, so of course, you can see it on screen, right? First start of 2025, but we do have a preview of the new Workshop of Brilliant Light. So we're talking about DEIMOS, the weakness being fire and light. So you need to be ready with your fire and your light team, because it turns out this next update will have a Workshop of Brilliant Light that utilizes more than one strategy. So what does that mean? You might need more than one element. So you might need to get that fire team ready. You might need to be ready to draw Esil, guys, because the devs are looking like they're trying to bring back the glory days of SLA, and I am very much down. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you're liking and subscribing as always, because now might be the most important time to peep game and lock in. But look at these crazy bosses at the bottom. Honestly, super insane. They all look super sick, and looks like 4 stages. So excited to play that out, see how that's looking. Excited for a hard mode. They didn't say anything of like a hard mode coming out this week, so I guess we're still gonna have to see, maybe on the Sharp stream or something. But what are we gonna get from this new Workshop of Brilliant Light? We're gonna get new cores, and honestly, these are interesting when you read the description. Hunger of the Crimson Apex, you know, whether it's the Apex ones, whether it's the Watcher ones. The Apex ones, this one's gonna increase attack by a certain amount when MP is 50% or below. So this might play on the new intelligence meta, things like Desire, which drain your MP. Honestly, I could see this being used in Coalition. So you're gonna start seeing the importance of intelligence within this next update. Especially, this is gonna be super resourceful in various different game modes. So very excited to see how this works. Honestly, not all the cores do look, you know, all great, but that's super okay. And then how this is gonna work, we're also going to get something called a core break. We can extend to maximum level 15 once we hit enhancement level 100. So honestly, super excited to see how that's gonna work. Honestly, need a little bit more info to base information from there, but let's go ahead and talk about the Jeju Island Alliance raid. So with this, honestly, we're not getting the co-op mode that we thought, but that's okay, because with this, we're gonna have an update plan. We're gonna get the Ant Army in January, so this next update, we're gonna get the Queen Ant in February, and then we're gonna get the Beru raid in March. So honestly, I don't know. I don't think this will be multiplayer, but some key rewards we're gonna get is gonna be SSR, exclusive weapon designs, and then a free SSR Hunter weapon, and then a free SSR Genu weapon, along with some mana power extract. Super great rewards for the Jeju Island Alliance raid. I am looking to face a hard variant of Beru, so glad the devs are working on that on the back end. So looks like we're gonna get that sometime in March, but what we're getting this Thursday is going to be Esil Radish. Okay, so this is obviously not the best of renders for Esil, but shown on the dev stream, honestly, Esil is looking like Esil, and then this is horror costume, which will most likely be in the shop, which will most likely be bought by a lot of players that love the Esil Radish clan member herself. Now, let's go ahead and keep on going. In reverse mode, we're gonna see some new chapters. We're gonna get chapters 21 through 23, meaning you can go ahead and fight Beru with your hunters. So that's gonna be super cool. The next redeem code that we already have in the comment section or the pinned description, right? And then we have some listed improvements to the game. These are more so quality of life. I'll put this on screen really quickly so you guys can pause and kind of read that out. But definitely a good amount of changes, right? I'm seeing a lot of good and not too much bad, but let's go ahead and look at this Esil kit, right? Because honestly, I'm not disappointed by this. I'm gonna be real. So Esil being a gimmick character definitely has some insane animations. This one's definitely gonna drop my frames because you see the dev stream, they had their frames dropped. And then this is how she looks off entrance. Honestly, she looks very agile to play with. And then it has been confirmed Esil will be a tank fire unit. So does she replace Emma Laurent? Maybe, maybe not. I'm hearing that she's actually going to support the break of other fire members. So you might end up using Emma Laurent because there's only one other fire breaker and that's Emma Laurent. So I'm thinking, like I said in my last video, you might end up using them in coalition rather than a replacement. But let's talk about the guild achievement system. This is being added soon where your guild can get achievements to earn badges. And honestly, guilds need a good update like this because I don't know, guilds just seem super lackluster. So very excited to see some things like this, get some more guild participation there. Now, if we go from there, we're also going to get the new Sunjinu costume and the new Alicia Blanc costume that was from the Pixiv contest winners. This is going to be available for free through the 1-year anniversary event. So we're not getting it now, but when the 1-year event anniversary does come through, we are going to get these free skins. And honestly, these are super sick and insane. We got the Samurai Jinu kind of look, and then we have the Alicia Blanc costume, which is just super nice. But a game mode we got to talk about immediately has got to be this training to become a formidable combatant. So on screen, you're currently seeing the requirements to participate. It doesn't look too crazy, but we're going to probably, get some blasts from the past because it says things like story mode. So whether it's story mode, whether it's clearing gates, we're going to get a various amount of weapons, and then the final clear rewards, we're getting the free SSR, KASAKA'S Venom FANG, and then from there we are also getting 50 draw tickets. We're getting things like a free Malin Fisher, a free Chahayen. Honestly, I think that this is more so going to help newer players, but definitely I am still very much down to play this out, see how that new SSR weapon fares, and then things like that. From there, let's go ahead and keep on talking more update stuff. Obviously, the next redeem code, honestly, and then the 4th redeem code. So from there, I think the DEIMOS fights is probably one of the last things to look at, as this honestly looks insane. This is one of the bosses. I'm guessing this is the hunter mode fights because we got Esil versus this boss. This definitely does not look like DEIMOS himself. And if it is, then that is a sick variant. But definitely, honestly, this castle and everything. Oh, that's DEIMOS. I know DEIMOS. Okay, that is DEIMOS, folks. Now, the DEIMOS fight is going to be very different. I'm hearing from the story mode fight. So from there, you expect something insane. Look at this. Honestly, look at the stage. Look at the graphics. Look at the elements. It looks insane. And DEIMOS isn't even on his horse. We fought him on the horse in story mode. So in Workshop of Brilliant Light, we're definitely going to, battle a different monster, right? Because he's on 2 feet. So he's going to give us his absolute best. So I'm very excited to see how that does fare out. Honestly, super insane. And then let's go ahead and see some gameplay of the Truth KASAKA'S Venom FANG. This honestly plays pretty cool. This is probably going to be an SSR for like the newer players. Honestly, a water SSR being dropped right now doesn't make too much sense. So it's not probably going to be a meta breaking weapon. It's probably going to be for like newer players trying to clear, let's say, WOBL Vulcan for the first time. This will probably help them out because it is going to be free. So not probably looking to draw this too many times, but that'll be okay. And then they could always buff it in the future and make it a meta weapon when the water meta does roll around. So I'm very excited to use this weapon regardless. We'll have a guide for it as always and everything in between. But let's go ahead and see if there's anything left. Let's see the new catalyst weapon, Fan of the Fire Demon. So this is the SSR fire weapon that's also releasing in this update. I believe it's releasing a week after though. So we're actually gonna have to wait an entire week. It's a little bit weird, but we're gonna have to wait a week for this fire weapon to come out. And then I'm hearing that this weapon is going to be the Moon Shadow for fire weapons, meaning that is going to be very essential, or like the plum sword for fire weapons. I don't know, it was one of the two. But this fan will be some type of meta, and that's going to be insane to see, in all honesty, as it has insane AoE, insane damage dealing, I assume, and probably good stacks too. So Very excited. This weapon might play super insane, dude. And then we have the Snowflower event, which is also coming in the next update where players can earn rewards and even SSR hunters. And then finally, this is definitely the last thing I remembered, but the Global Championship will be starting this year. So we've talked about it, guys. The main game will be held in Korea. First global tournament will begin, and then the first stage, you need to achieve more than 1,000 points in Battle for the Time Season 7 to participate. So all in all, this next update is looking insane. Whether you're talking about the Global Championship, Esil Radish Clan, whether you're talking about the new codes, new hunters, new game modes, there is so many things coming to Solo Leveling Arise, and I am super excited. But what are your thoughts on the next update? Go ahead and leave your thoughts there in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.